Welcome back to the channel, Two Spanners Piston Broke with Matt and Jim and Rosie, our 1970 MGB Roadster. So I was going around Rosie a couple of days ago, just prior to giving her a clean, a little bit of a check over, and I noticed, really annoyingly, you probably can't see it in the camera, there's quite a big crack in the front indicator lens here. So I thought, well, the only thing we can do is replace it. Handily, MG Owners Club on their website sell the indicator lens and the side light lens separately. You can also get a clear lens kit which replaces this with an orange bulb, which looks quite nice. That might be something I'll think of in the future, but I couldn't be sure whether I wanted to go down that route just yet. So as I say, I'm trying to keep Rosie more or less standard. So I decided for now we'll just we'll go with the OE spec orange lens. So again, there's two Phillips head screws to remove. In fact, I'm looking at this now, and actually that side light assembly, the backing plate, is quite corroded. I know that as part of some work, trip prep, our garage, when they did a few other bits on the car, replaced the near side light assembly because it was a bit crusty, and this actually is not looking great in there, so I might get a whole new replacement lamp lens. But anyway, we just remove the bezel and the lens comes out. This is totally unscripted, totally unrehearsed and totally unplanned, so it's probably going to go horribly wrong any moment. So we'll take out the side light, refit the new indicator lens, which is quite a tight fit in there actually. So you expect it to break at any moment in your fingers. So push the side light lens so it just retains on the sort of lugs with the side light. There's a little metal baffle here which just prevents bleed through from the side light into the front indicator. So I'll put all that back together. We also had a debate at the show as to which way around the side lights should go. When we had a lineup of MGs, we noticed that at least one of them had the indicator side lamp assembly on the other way round, with the indicator to the outside, which probably makes it more visible, but the correct way to have it is with the side light on the outside and the indicator on the inside. So just trying now to line up screws. Okay, so that's all back together. It was my intention, with the magic of television, to take it all apart, put it back together again and reshoot this video without any interruptions. However, I realised when I took it apart that this side light assembly is quite a tight fit together, and I really don't want to run the risk of breaking either the indicator or the side lamp and having to buy a whole new lamp assembly. So got a nice new shiny indicator. It's E11 marked. It's a Lucas part, really great quality once again from our friends in the MG Owners Club. In fact, this one looks like it's probably a pattern part. It's got no the words have failed me completely. It's got no markings on it at all. So I think we've got a better quality part on there. So I'm going off for a lie down in a dark room, and we'll call this another job ticked off the list. So again, back in the workshop, wanting to work through a few little items that were on the list, as I say, a few bits of snagging. And one of the things that commented on is the fact that when Matt was following me, he said that actually the brake lights are really difficult to see. I do want to do a full LED light upgrade on Rosie at some point, but it got me looking, and I noticed when Rosie was parked up at a show that the rear lights, I'll turn the camera around a little bit so you can see it better, that the rear lights actually look quite dark, the brake portion. Now, I've already changed this one over here, and you can see already it's a lot lighter. And I wondered why that was, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just sun darkened plastic, or it's an older manufacturing. And it's only when I realised, so I ordered up some new light lenses from MG Owners Club. Really good, really impressed with the quality, and these are quite a reasonable price. They're £25 each, I think, for the full lens. Some of the Bs, I think, have a separate indicator and brake light portion, but these have got all-in-one lenses. When I actually looked at them, it appears, I took the old ones off, I don't know if you can see it, but it actually looks like they've been sprayed inside. And I'm wondering if this is because these were originally the US market tail lights. If you remember, Rosie was originally a US import, a left-hand drive US import, and I'm wondering if she originally had an all amber tail light. I think some of them did have an all amber tail light, and I wonder if this portion has been sprayed red on the inside. Anyway, however, it may have been down to manufacturing, but when you hold the two up together, you can see this is the old one and this is the new one, that this is quite appreciably darker than the new one. So really nice, easy job to change. We'll just go ahead and whip out the two little Phillips screws which hold the back light assembly in. I'll keep these lenses as spares. It's always worth having, you never know. Might be worth just keeping one in the boot of the car just in case, you know, something unfortunate happens on a trip or something. As I say, I will do a little bit later on in the year, probably in the autumn, we'll do a full LED light upgrade. That goes the screw. Quest to find that. So once we do that, we'll be able to post kind of the effectiveness of the lighting. But there we go, we've got that back on. And again, if I just hold the other one up to see, you can see that the old one is quite noticeably darker on the bottom portion here. So I think we'll call that a win and another job ticked off the list. For those that you may have noticed, wearing one of our t-shirts from our merch store. So if you are interested, follow the link below to our T-Mill account. You can pick up some great merch there that's been designed by Matt. This one's a Land Rover. If you're not particularly into MGs, and you know, I don't blame you if you weren't, there is a Morris Minor t-shirt. We've got, I think Matt did one with a Routemaster Broke logo as well. So yeah, check out our T-Mill account and grab yourself a bargain on a brand merch t-shirt or hoodie to help kind of support the channel a little bit and show your love for your favourite motoring channel. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Until then, it's another job ticked off the list.